Well, here we are. Look, I don't feel good about this. I'm sure you don't either. For those of you who may be fans of a little show called Schadenfreude Gaming from back in the day, this is a game I talked about a ton. And by talked about, I mean shit talked about. I have often said this is a fantastic 20-hour game that is spread over 60 hours. I stand by that. Let's get a little chat going here. And so I notice lately I've seen this thing pop up on Game Pass, right? On the Microsoft Game Pass. And it's having me log in all this stuff again. Hey, guessed it right the first time. There we go. Okay, so with all that out of the way, I played this game a ton. There are things I really, really like about this game, and then there are things that are absolute garbage. So, and going back and playing it again, I do what I always do with these games, which is the second time I play through it, I'm gonna be as big an asshole as is possible. Without fundamentally breaking the game, if that is possible. I would love to be able to break the game just by being a giant jerk. So, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, as ever, I am playing this on the Xbox. I've got a system now with the Xbox streaming that I really like, and I don't know. I think I'm having to admit to myself that I'm a console guy at heart. I think this is the thing that I've learned. It's only taken me a little over 4 decades to figure out that I'm not really a console guy. Or not really a PC guy. I am a PC guy. I really like it. I just, at a certain point, the expense is crazy.
Does it trouble you?
Let's see. It's fine.
Not really.
What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time.
This is fairly early in the game, so here's what happens, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and jelly spoons.
The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
What harm could there be in powering up something we barely understand?
Hold on to that sense of humor.
Okay, sorry. Here's the thing about fucking Dragon Age Inquisition.
May I present Commander Cullen?
Oh, I forgot about this whole war table thing. Oh, wow.
Such as they are. We lost many soldiers.
He looks so oily.
I fear many more before this is
Welcome
through.
to the age of EA plastic phases.
Our ambassador and chief diplomat.
Well, hello.
I've heard much. It's
I
a pleasure
think
to meet you.
she is romanceable.
And of
I'm not
course,
sure about
you
her,
know
and I think
Sister
Cassandra
Liliana.
is too.
My position
I'm not
here
sure
involves
who
a
we're going to be
degree
able to romance
She
in
is
this
our
game,
spy master.
being a ginormous jerk about
Tactfully
things.
put, Cassandra.
Um,
That's an impressive bunch of titles.
But at any
I
rate,
mentioned
our
that
story
the
so far,
Mark needs
right?
more power
The
to
story
close
so
the
far
breach for good.
is
Which means we
there was a
must
big
approach
gathering,
rebel
a big
mages for help.
fancy pants meeting.
I still disagree.
It got blowed up.
Templars could serve just as
You were the
well.
only survivor. You were
We
initially
need power,
arrested.
Commander.
And then they realize, like, oh no, you've got this glowing hand that glows the same color as this big hole in the sky. What is dumping demons on Earth? You can probably help close that. We'll turn on some subtitles here in a minute as well. I need them.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the
So, and you're just now, like, they have formed an Inquisition, which isn't going around and murdering people who aren't Christians.
Can't you simply ignore them?
Yeah, let's ignore anyone who doesn't like what we do.
The Herald of Andraste.
But yeah, so the Inquisition is sort of like this, holy army that you are assembling to go stop whatever it is that created this breach. In typical BioWare fashion, I am also playing the lady version. I am a big fan of the FemShep. I played the dude in the previous run-through and decided to go with a lady here, lady magician, a sorceress, and whatnot. Lee saying getting some Witcher vibes from this, mostly because of the scars and moles on people's faces. Yeah. There is some of that for sure.
They would have censored us no matter what.
I think it's just that era of gaming. Like, faces are the thing that still needs some work in skin texture. We're not totally there yet.
She is not far and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
All right.
I'll see what she has to say. You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Oh, the hinterlands. I love the hinterlands. So the tradition of this game, like the original Dragon Age, is a CRPG, the classic RPG, where it's that kind of isometric view. It's real point and click. There is a console version, but it is just sort of that point and click. The point and click interface just kind of mapped to a controller. It doesn't really work all that well. I've never really liked that. If I'm gonna play a classic RPG like that, or let's see. Do we have Inquisition perks? Okay, I don't have any perks yet. Alright, let's go to Ferelden. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Well, we only have one choice. You can kind of send different people on missions and stuff, and once you have 2 or 3 missions going on simultaneously, like some people are better at some things than others, and that sort of thing. Just got done doing a run on Slasher Ski. I don't know if you're doing roguelike games, also quite challenging. I like everything you said about it, except the challenging thing. It depends. It depends on what the challenge is, right? I'm like, what is it? More platformer? Is it like Rogue Legacy? What? Give me a comparison to Rogue Legacy if you've played that. Or crap. What was the Dead Cells? I thought Dead Cells was quite good. I didn't play a ton of it, but I thought that was fun. We avoided the fighting as best we could. It's every bit as bad as we'd feared. The apostates are mad, attacking anything that moves. It appears that the Templars here aren't following anyone's orders any longer. We located Mother Giselle and are trying to protect her. Alright. Let's sally forth. How many can I take? Remove all. Let's do... No. I want to add. Okay. I couldn't remember how many, so we get to take everybody with us this time around. eventually we'll run into a dude who's voiced by Freddie Prinze Jr., and that is actually probably the best character of the game. He's like this giant, like, gay minotaur dude. First person, but has some platforming. You keep dying, but you can keep equipment, most of your stats if you work for it. So is it first person with platforming? Huh. See, I've never been crazy about first person platformers. Not to poo-poo the game you enjoy. I mean, enjoy your game, sir. Joseph is on the Facebook saying that he hates this game, but still had a good time with some of the aspects. 100%. That's where I am. I kind of hate this game, but there's something about it that I really like. And I started playing it this afternoon just for goofs, and have been having fun with it. Again, kind of being an asshole.
Everyone's a little nervous around mages right now, but you'll get no backtalk here. That's a promise. Inquisition Scout Harding at your service.
My phone's going off.
All of us here.
Yeah, that's another thing, everybody.
Harding, huh? Ever been to Kirkwall's Hightown?
I can't say I have. Why?
I am technically on call this weekend, so there is every chance in the world that I will suddenly... Oh, you've heard stories about me.
I'm starting to worry about these stories that everyone's heard.
Yeah, so I could have to run if the phone rings, but I feel I don't know. It's late enough in the evening on a Sunday night.
Wonderful.
Most of the shit is shutting down early these days.
Any to start fixing things. We came to secure horses from Redcliffe's old horsemaster.
I will get the.
Can I here? And people always
at some
said
point
Dennett's
we will
herds
get
were the
subtitles
strongest
turned
and
on.
the
I just haven't had
fastest
control of
side
the game in a
Frostbacks.
minute.
But with the
I
move,
can
people
almost
are finally
channel
getting
Robert
worse.
Ward at this
We couldn't
point,
get to Dennett.
saying that
Maker
there's way
only
too
knows
much
if
story
he's
going
even
on
still
here.
alive.
But this is still beginning of
Mother
the game.
Giselle's at the crossroads
And I think
helping refugees
she's...
and the wounded. Our latest reports say that the war's spread
I
there
think
too.
she is a romanceable
Corporal Vale
character.
and our
Like,
men are doing what they can
you
to
know,
help protect
my
people.
memory of this game is
We won't be
imperfect. I
able to
played it
hold
when
out
it
very
came
long.
out and
You best get going.
got so
No time to
furious
lose.
at the end of it for how long it took to get to the end of that game. Let's see. All right, look, people, here's what we're gonna do. We're doing a little bit of inventory maintenance. Why? Because I love that shit. I love inventory maintenance. Nope. 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 Okay, not quite leveled for it yet. Nope. Cool. Right. Yeah. Put on a helmet, fat boy. Yeah, she can only wear certain stuff. Oops. All right. I think I'm in good shape. Tonics belt. What the hell does this do? Sure, why not? And then, okay. All right, let's see. Pick Six has become one of my favorite podcasts. Great job from you guys. Love the Bond series. Lee, thank you very, very much. We can rest there. We don't need a rest. Can we get some requisitions? Nah, we can't do any of this stuff yet. I'll tell you what, the Bond series was really interesting to me because it was incredibly honest. I will say that, in that I did not really, I think, having subtitles. Let's do that. I did not realize how much I didn't like James Bond movies until we started playing or started that series. But I really enjoyed it. Like it was fascinating. Is it an audio? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So it was super interesting for me to do that series because I wasn't really familiar. Like I just didn't watch it when I was a kid. Are you who I need to talk to?
Sir.
Report.
What is it?
This could help us.
Okie dokie. But I did love doing it. Like I didn't like watching the movie so much, but I did kind of love the fact that all the stuff that I liked about those movies was the stuff that Chad did not. You know, like the schlockier they were, the better a time I was having on Pick 6 with the Bond stuff. I gotta say though, can I be real with you folks for a moment? Yeah, there is a Joseph about this game saying there's a silliness to it and a supporting cast that rules. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. The combat is all right. Anyway, we'll get to some of that here in a minute. I'm just constantly pinging for like shit that we can loot. But no, let me. The thing about getting real with you guys for a second. So this coming season, we are doing Lifetime movies, like the Lifetime channel, movies produced by the good folks at the Lifetime Network. The first couple are going to be, can I loot these bodies? Apparently not. Let's get some iron. So the first couple of Christmas movies are in the bag already. And they're fun, you know, like the first one in particular I think is very, very silly and goofy and kind of great. Then we decided, hey, we're going to do a little bit of a VC Andrews thing. Because that, you know, Lifetime has done a shit ton of those VC Andrews movies. Again, not something I'm terribly familiar with, but other than when I was going to school as a youngin'. Okay, I remember what those things are. That there were. Oh shit! But the kill some demons. The combat is such that I can actually concentrate better during combat than I can just roaming around looking for stuff. I gotta go close this rift. I need to close me a rift. So anyway, a bunch of girls, you know, when I was going to school, had VC Andrews books on them all the time. And I knew that they were kind of like naughty and taboo. Can I not do nothing here? I can't. Alright. So I knew kind of there was some incest stuff. You know how it goes when you've got incest stuff in your books. Let's do some health maintenance. Bada bing, he's okay again. So watching the Lifetime movies, trying to figure out like, hey, which one of these are we gonna do was really my first, extended experience with. See, I'm crossing the streams and closing the rift. And so I watched all the like Flowers in the Attic and Petals in the Wind, I think it is. Oh, geez. What were the Seeds of Yesterday was the last one. There was a third one that was really kind of the shittiest because nothing really happened in it. Petals in the wind. Anyway, doesn't matter. Somebody will tell me. So yeah, somebody fill into chat what that third VC Andrews Dollinger family is. Doppelganger family. I'm not sure if I'm going the right way or not. Really doesn't matter. Oh, wait. There's some shit back here, apparently. Let's ping again. Where's that? Yeah, here we go. Looting. But I gotta tell you guys, I had to watch at least one of these to figure out which movie we were gonna do. And then, as I got deep, realized that I was really into something, and really enjoyed them. Like I got kind of, I went down that rabbit hole of just like, I am going to watch all of these fucking VC Andrews movies, and I did. And I certainly have my favorites. I don't want to spoil the one that we're going to do for the show, but oh my god, you guys. Like, one of those movies is fucking bananas. Who are these guys? These apostates? Yeah. Yeah, shock them all.
It must have been some time since the renegade Templars faced a mage of any talent.
All right. I wonder if this is the crossroads that I have to clear all the enemies at. Probably so, right?
That tower is impressive, even as a ruin.
It's more elf fruit.
I wonder what dreams it might hold.
Oh, all right, let's see. Let me catch up with chat here. Yeah, I'm a big shaded graphics. Speaking of games, I like that look. Let's see. Daniel Craig is your favorite Bond. I think he's good. I wish the Daniel Craig movies were more fun. You know, I wish he was able to have like a good time in those movies instead of everything being so fucking serious. But yeah, I think he was a fun Bond, even if he is just a giant big toe on shoulders, which I stand by that. Got that. Yeah, 90s TV stars do kind of go to Lifetime to die. Or not really to die, but it's like, I claim this land for me and my awesomeness. They're like, you can get them on the cheap. They know how to work quick. There's a lot of upside to your 90s actor, right? Like, they're pros. They need the work. Anyway, you'll hear all about it on the introduction of the season premiere as we talk about the Lifetime Christmas movies in particular. But those VC Andrews movies, they're fucking crazy. I don't know if I'm getting this across. They are fucking crazy. Like, I had no idea that this is what all the girls in middle school were up to. Like, I thought I was reading hard shit with, like, Firestarter. And they're like, no, bitch.
Varric, you joined the Inquisition when Seeker Pendergast questioned
Hey,
you.
let's make a camp. Craig is ugly as shit, but has the attractive personality, make him more real as Bond. Chivo! We popped a Chivo. I swear to God, we are going to have a siren for this before too terribly long. I promise you. This is my promise to you. I almost bought one before this this stream, but I feel like we should have a celebration for popping achievements. Yeah, Bond. You know, Leah saying Bond's kind of a thug. Matthew saying Inquisitor. Yes, I will inquis and tour throughout this game. Let's level up some folks. We got 2 points to spend. Let's get some snow magic. Boom. Varric has a couple of points. Oops. No. Double daggers. Yeah, double daggers is cool. Stab some fools. Cassandra, weapon and shield. Can't be flanked. Gain stamina when you lose health. That's pretty good. And then let's do block and slash. And then alright, and Solus is a mage who we will be getting rid of before too terribly long, because I'm a mage. And so he got to go. Got to go, people. Oh, hey, later, Lee. Thanks for stopping by and watching me play a game that I have conflicting opinions about. But yes, nice chatting. Let's check up with the Facebook chat. The exact opposite of the Bond series, having our list be the exact opposite was fun. Yeah, and I have to tell you, that was in no way planned. That was not a bit. That was just how it all worked out, and it was very funny. I agree. I thought it was funny. Can she carry that? Yeah. Yeah, look at that. And then Solus gets nothing, and he will like it. Guess who gets a ring of critical chance? Okay. Let's save it for good measure here. Do a rest there. Yeah, that was really fun. The book podcast Overdue has a great old episode on Flowers in the Attic and its legacy with underage girls. Girls had a different measure of taboo than boys, stealing looks at old playboys. VC Andrews on Pick 6 is going to be great. From Robert. Yeah, man. Holy shit. Holy shit, you guys. I'm very excited to talk some VC Andrews stuff. It is going to be like I said, it's fucking crazy. Map to a waterfall. All right, so there's you know what? We'll keep an eye out. This way, I think. Gotta get that good embryo. The music is kind of queuing up, so this feels right? Yeah, that's the crossroads. I'll see you at the crossroads. geez, I hope we're going to be able to find some enemies. Probably going down this way is proper, right?
Inquisition forces. They're trying to protect the refugees.
Looks like they could use a hand.
Hold. We are not apostates.
I do not think they care, Seeker.
Just murder, murder, murder. I've only seen the 2 Flowers in the Attic films and none of the other adaptations. It was a great trashy. Like, look, I've never seen the one with like Christy Swanson and is it Brian Krause who's in that? Who's in the 80s, the one with Louise Fletcher. Listen, here's the thing I was fucking blew me away was Ellen Burstyn is in
Be ready. More coming our way.
Is the grandmother in Flowers in the Attic and all those Lifetime movies. That blew me away. I was like, you could have knocked me over with a feather, as they say. Yeah, that was crazy. Die. Where are ya? Oh shit! There's a dude right here as it happens. Shock the shit out of him. Get some distance while we're at it. Alright, so he shattered, that's cool. Oh wait, he did not shatter. Or at least not completely. Yay!
We are victorious once more.
Let me have your shit. My favorite part of every game is of these RPGs is just like looking through the corpses, checking the wallets of the dead men. And all right, so here's another thing about doing this Lifetime season. Is it's amazing the number of people who were like, oh, if you're doing Lifetime movies, do this one. Like the people who have been watching Lifetime movies, like under the radar, it's come out of the woodwork. I love it. I love it. And I'm one of them now. Like I'm gonna watch more of these VC Andrews Lifetime movies. They're fucking bananas. I don't know if I mentioned that they're fucking crazy, but they're fucking crazy.
The magic is surely no more evil than your blade.
What?
Hush, dear boy. Allow them
Sleep,
to
sleep.
Mother Giselle.
I am. And you must be the one they are calling the Herald of Andraste.
Yeah. How about they shut up with that?
Not through any choice of mine.
So, like, that's the thing, because you survived this this calamity, you are seen by some as a chosen one. One thing that's interesting about this game, one of the frustrating things, right, is that there's kind of this interesting discussion within the game about
I know of the Chantry's
what it means to sort of be seen as a religious figure, even if you don't want that. Like, again, that stuff is interesting, and then there's way too much grind of like, hey, go to this place, close a rift, do it 3 times, then that area is yours. It's that kind of Assassin's Creed thing. That's no excuse.
And that's an excuse? They're making things worse.
They don't know that. This is my point. Go to them. Convince the remaining clerics you are no demon to be feared. They have heard only frightful tales of you. Give them something else to believe.
Give them something to believe in.
They want to execute
There's
me,
a
and you think I should
above.
just walk up to them?
You are no
all-
longer alone. They cannot imprison
All poison all the
time.
time during
They could
Dragon
try.
Age Inquisition.
Let me put it this way. You needn't convince them all. You just need some of them to doubt.
Use the power of the unskinny bop.
take that from them and you receive the time you need.
You make it sound
This is just gainsaying,
honestly
right?
don't
Just
know
like
the
whatever the
language that
most jerk choice is in a dialogue.
I hope. Hope is what we need now. The people will listen to your rallying call as they will listen to no other. You could build the Inquisition in
Something to
California
Believe in
that
by
will
Poison,
deliver us.
maybe one of the top 5
destroy
worst songs
us.
ever created.
I will go to Haven and provide Sister Leliana the names of those in the Chantry who will be amenable to
And this isn't one of those like fight
Not
me
much,
kinds
but
of
I will do
bullshit.
whatever I can.
It's just that's just fact. You know, you can argue, you know, smoking in the boys' room, sure.
Corporal Vale is coordinating the Inquisition's efforts in the area. We should speak with him.
We should speak with him, but first we're gonna steal everything in this goddamn village. Oh, looks like I can take some of this. I don't know who lives here, but it's all mine now. Let's read their personal shit. Alright. Who else has some things for me to steal?
Are you sure? It's just what I heard.
What's over here? There's something over here.
I'll keep an eye out. Thank you.
Yep, alright.
Keep an eye out.
Fast travel point. Excuse me. Be taking this. Yep. Heavy adventure armor right behind you. Don't sweat it.
See? What did I tell you?
Can I get up here?
I'll ask around again tomorrow.
Hey.
Well, let me know if you find one.
Oh, here's where I climbed it. Very dramatic music. Wait. Hey.
I suppose you're right.
That's the last of the bread. Going to be a long, hungry night.
Seen any good new films? Gonna watch The Call tonight, but I don't have the highest hopes, but I'll see. I have seen some good movies. I have been on a big stand-up comedy kick of late.
These people need
And
food.
so I watched this couple of Showtime things. I watched their Comedy Store documentary, which I thought was quite good. I watched their documentary on John Belushi called, appropriately enough, Belushi. And I thought that was good. I think the problem you run into in doing a story about John Belushi or a film about John Belushi is there's just a lot of ground to cover. And the movie isn't quite 2 hours long. So the gold standard of these, if you have any interest in comedy documentaries of any stripe, the gold standard is the Judd Apatow documentary on Gary Shandling, which is, I mean, truly one of the finest pieces of documentary work I've ever seen.
Please, somebody, my wife needs help.
What's wrong with your wife?
But the Belushi documentary was good, and it's all taken from interviews that a writer was doing about a biography. So it's a lot of audio transcripts of, weirdly, people like Harold Ramis and Carrie Fisher, who are no longer with us. So it's kind of crazy to hear their voices talk about John Belushi, you know? And it was, like I said, a very good doc. I love Joseph said, I love the Chosen One argument, Horizon Zero Dawn, where Aloy was all fuck that. Yeah, like, it's one of the reasons I really like Ichiban in Like a Dragon in the new Yakuza game, because that's his move too. Like, he wants to be a hero, but is a total goofball and shithead in the meantime, and it's kind of terrific. Hey, Corporal Vale, do you have anything here I can loot and steal for the cause? Hey.
You're with the Inquisition.
What else have I seen recently?
The Mages and Templars.
If you find me on Letterboxd, that's pretty current. It doesn't reflect all the VC Andrew stuff I've watched recently, because I've watched all of those, or all of the Flowers in the Attic. Heaven is the one that Chad's wife is on me to watch. She's like, that's the series that's like really crazy, which I find hard to believe, because that Petals in the Wind blew my socks off.
You were concerned about refugees starving.
Yes. Many of them brought food, but they expected to be home by now, or safe in a city.
Man,
A hunter up the hill who had some
Petals in the
idea.
Wind was fucking crazy. I'm sorry, I'm just, even now as I reflect on it, I'm like,
Is there anything
man,
we can do
there
to
is a
help you
scene,
feel
there is so much,
I asked the Inquisition
like, it
if
doesn't
they'd
take
like
20 minutes for that movie to get into the incest.
a
And the
recruit
happy
agency
ending of the
find
movie,
out
spoilers,
who
the
you
happy ending of the movie
any ideas?
is, and the incestuous couple lives happily ever after. And that was the point where I was like, are you...
What can you tell me about the rebel mages?
The real rebels are up north
So,
of the
eh,
cliff, and taking care of the ones out here are
man,
just apostates, locked up
it
in
is.
circles for years, and now they've
I'm
gone
so
mad
on
with
board with
power.
those movies.
The rebels
But I
reckon
watched
they've got
those.
their hands
Those were a lot of fun. I mean, they're bad, but they were a lot of fun. I watched Porno
What can you tell
on
me about the
Shudder,
Templars?
and I thought that was good, not great. It's fun, and it's kind of gory,
Any refugees
and it's
they
got a
become
good
main
message.
sympathizers. Every Templar I've ever known
Joseph saying, just saw Underwater and liked it more than I thought. Underwater is fucking great. Blood Vessel should have been sillier. 100% right, Joseph. The biggest problem with Blood Vessel is that movie doesn't know how to have a good time, and it's a movie about vampires on a Nazi ship. And how do you not have a good time with that premise? I don't know. That's such a missed opportunity. That movie could have been so much fun. I think that's really all I've seen movie-wise. I mean, I feel like that's a fair amount. Let's see. All right, I think I'm in the hinterland, right? We're going to presume that that is correct, and we're going to go wander around in the hinterland a little bit, see what kind of fucking trouble we can get up to. But I'll tell you, the other thing I've been watching pretty hardcore lately is I never totally finished.
What do you need to keep these refugees warm?
The show Psych. I've been finishing that, which is real light viewing, but that's a show that, speaking of knowing how to have a good time, that is a show that, if it has any flaws, it's that it is so lightweight that sometimes it feels as though there is hardly any show at all there. But it's good. I sincerely enjoy the show Psych, and like, I don't know, I've got like 10 episodes of it left, something like that. I'd watched most of the series a long time ago, and have been enjoying finishing it up. I think a little goes a long way, though. I felt like by the end of that, when the reason I stopped watching when I did was because I just, after like 6 seasons of it, I was like, I'm mostly done with this show, I think. Burn! Burn the flames! Oh, wait. Haha, absolute power! Burn! Burn! Immune, is he? That little fire scarecrow.
We must continue on if we are to secure the Alliance.
I think by that point everyone was pretty much dead. Let's loot some bodies. Yeah, Joseph saying his sister is a super fan of the show Psych. Yeah, it's very charming, and like I said, it's so lightweight. It's like that show just wants you to have a good time while you're watching it. And I'm kind of curious. I haven't watched it yet, but there is the last episode, I think, is just sort of a cast Q&A. And I'm like, I can kind of get behind that, you know? Like, just do a victory lap for the final show instead of trying to do an ending that sums everything up. One of the bigger complaints I heard about the final season was that they were like, some review somewhere said that they seem to, you know, go a little hard on just like, hey, we're gonna have fun and not really worry about telling any kind of major character developing stories and that kind of thing. And I'm like, I'm totally fine with that. Again, this is your last season, just to have a good time. Let everybody direct an episode, you know, that kind of thing. And I know James Roday. All right, I think we got to level some people up and do some inventory management. Varric should do. Yeah. Let's. Cassandra should do. Let's do this Battle Master thing. And then Solus. Let's just go hard on this Earth Magic or whatever the hell. Raider Hatchet. Nope. I don't know that does anything for anybody. Reinforced Dagger would be a Varric thing, if anything. Nothing there. Alright, let's see. That's cool. Mm-hmm. I can't use that yet. Yeah, alright. Yeah, alright. I think we're good. Give it a save here. The old double save. Good lesson for all. Be sure, if you're going to save it in 2 slots. That way, you will always have a backup. Anybody? Just straight up murdering fools. Anything over here? Alright, let's cut into a hall. Yep. Loot. All right. Yeah, these stupid mosaic pieces. There are a million of them throughout this game, and I don't know how many I found the first time through. Who cares? Who cares? Alright. I think that's it for in here, right? I don't think we can actually get through anywhere. We'll try to go around. Yeah, Chivo. Oh, no siren. No siren. Damn it. Damn it. Elf root. Elf root gets you fucked up. That's why everybody's on it. Man. My buddy can hook you up with some awesome elf root, man. Haha, mine now. You know what? Let's get back a little bit. Health up Cassandra. I wish I could find a place to get some more potions, is what I wish in my heart. But my baby, she wrote me a letter. Boom, 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 boom. River north of those farms. All right. Hey, give me some of that elf fruit. Murder those dogs. Must kill dogs.
No normal wolf would fight with such determination.
The breach may have driven them mad. Or perhaps a demon took command of the pack.
You're right. No normal human would stack books like this. Loot. Give me some loot. Is that how you have to get into this? Will the door not just open, please? Okay. I was trying to present myself with a challenge by not using the door initially. Finish Schitt's Creek. Yeah, I need to watch that. I watched like the first season and thought like, hey, this is good. And then, I hear like you have to keep with it, and it gets better as it goes.
I don't know how you dream.
But yeah, I did see. All right, so I saw the episode with Catherine O'Hara doing the advertising for the wine, and I thought that was tremendous. But, yeah, I mean, that's one I keep saying I'm going to get to at some point. I haven't yet. I will. That seems like a no-brainer. I like all those people. I'm an SCTV apologist. One, Chad Sanborn Cooper may tell you that SCTV is sort of the second banana to Saturday Night Live. And in some ways that's true, but there is there is plenty of greatness to be had in SCTV. Big Count Floyd fan, naturally. Do you have anything in here I can steal?
Speak to the master if you have business here.
My business is stealing your things. Uh-oh, there's a question mark here. I don't have deft hands or fine tools. Oh.
Must be something here. Let's look around.
Hey, out the way. It's on the other side of this wall. Yes, I will take that. Bottles of Thetis. I will also steal the rest of your things. Hang on. Let me go upstairs and steal some more of your stuff. Then we'll talk. This could be of interest to me. But it wasn't.
So you're the Inquisition,
Ah.
eh? Here you're trying to bring order back.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else I've been going hard on. I finished I'll Be Gone in the Dark, the HBO series about Michelle McNamara, the Golden State Killer, and that was good. Indignant.
Is there a particular reason you're making me come here to ask you in person instead of just sending them?
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, yes. I can't just send 100
I
of the
also
finest
watched
horses in the world
just
down
this
the road
very
like you
evening
send a
with
letter.
dinner. Watched
Every bandit between here and the Haven
a
would be on
movie
the line
about
flies
DB
on the
Cooper.
ground.
It was another
I know
HBO
won't
original.
let
It was,
them
I think it's called The
winter's
Mystery of
breakfast.
DB Cooper.
If you have a problem with me personally, I'd like to know about it.
What? Because of what I said about mages?
And
trouble
the
magic's
thrust of
causing
that
around
movie
here
was
might
interesting
well take
because
a mage
it
to fix
was
it.
like
That's all I meant.
there
My
it
wife
basically
is laying on
profiled
manages the
4
farms and
different
Bob's in charge of my guard.
suspects,
They'll tell you what
but
they
from the
think.
point of view of
Till
here
then,
are
you
these
deserve
people
something better than
who are
whatever monopoly
absolutely
plow
convinced
they
they can
gave
tell
you.
you who DB
Chestnut
Cooper
over
is.
there is a
All
purebred
4 of them,
Roman
all 4 of
Take
these
care of him,
groups
and he'll take care of you,
are
Inquisition.
100% convinced that they know who DB Cooper is. And it's absolutely fascinating from that point of view. Like, there's nothing new about the investigation because, you know, DB Cooper is still not caught. Nobody's completely sure who he is. The case was ultimately closed with this sort of shrug of like, look, man, this guy got away with it. You know, if he survived, then
How are these wolves
good for
different
him.
from normal?
You know, that was sort of it. And, like, I've always been fascinated by DB Cooper. I think the DB Cooper stuff is tremendous. Yeah, just as a mystery, you know. And the documentary touches on this as well.
Farewell.
Good day to you.
Where, you know, it's sort of like he was this folk hero at a time when the entire world was sort of, you know, depressed. You know, this is the era of Jimmy Carter talking about the great malaise that has fallen upon the country and so forth. What am I looking for?
Fancy trying out one of my courses?
Oh, okay.
Fancy trying out one of my courses?
Oh, I may have to horse
Kind of
race.
racing are you talking about?
But yeah, so the DB Cooper documentary was really interesting. I mean, the documentary was sort of about DB Cooper, but it was sort of about this idea that, like, somebody at one point says, you know, these people seem to have a DB Cooper hole, shaped hole in their lives, and
Some of the dress money Father gave me. Consider it a donation to the Inquisition.
you know, that these are people for whom, like, having, where are we going?
The course is ready whenever you are.
All right. So do I just get on this horse? Or do I get on this horse? I guess I get on this horse. All right. Chivo! Oh, what did I miss? this is all going poorly. Yeah, that's not quite as smooth as Witcher 3 and Roach.
The last course is still set, if you'd like to try again.
I would like to try again. See, I want to hit B to mount the horse, and that's not how you do that. Is problem number one. Oh, okay. They were actual... Look how fast I'm going. I would say this is not...
Nicely done. Fancy another race?
Sure, we'll do one more.
Set up the next course.
Great. Go get mounted. I'll put up the stakes straight away.
Oh, I'll get mounted, alright. I don't know what that's about. Oh, this time I turned left. That was fancy. Demon's trying to kill me while I'm racing horses. It's fucked up. I'm a pretty good horse racer.
Nicely done. Fancy
You know
another race?
what? I think we're good.
I'll speak with you later.
Oh, I guess I don't
Nicely done.
have a choice.
Fancy another
I
race?
have to...
Set up the next course.
Great. Go get mounted. I'll put up the stakes straight away.
Okay. So this is the final race. Where's my horse?
The course is ready whenever you are.
There we go. Hey. There you are, pal. But yeah, that DB Cooper thing was fun. I really enjoyed that. Is a mystery I have long enjoyed. And one that I'm kind of cool with never being solved. You know, I mean, it's been almost 50 years at this point, so, you know. Mystery's good, and that's, I think, ultimately the thrust of the documentary is, hey, like DB Cooper is one of the last things left where there's still a sense of mystery about it. Like, to this day, don't nobody know what happened. And that there is something kind of wonderful and magical. about that. And I tend to agree. You know, it is nice to live in a world of magic, even if, you know, as the documentary suggests, even if that means, hey, I believe my uncle is D.B. Cooper, you know, yes, I have some evidence of that, but, you know, also, shit. Oh, you dick.
Did you believe the Conclave could achieve peace, Cassandra?
Oh, are you kidding me?
As did we all.
Oh, what a jerk. What a jerk. I was almost done, and the horse, like, tripped on a rock or something. Are you kidding me? All right. Yes, I would like to try again. Oh, that's a bummer. All right. We'll do this one more time. I mean, really, we gotta make horse racing a fucking main mission in this game. Alright. Alright. At least I know where we're going now, so. We'll do this quick-like. Or try to. Ah. Don't even sweat it, horse. We're just passing through. Alright, alright. Don't fuck it up again. Talking to me, of course. Here, girl. We'll just... Yep. All right. We did it. We horsed. See, this is one of those hours of the gameplay where I'm like, we didn't need this. Like, this is not something that happens frequently in the game. But we completed a quest. We popped some Chivos. We know we can roll up in this joint and murder some folks here in a second.
The Master doesn't want me handing those refugees weapons until they've got any hope of defending themselves. If you put up a few watchtowers, we'd all have more warning before the next attack.
You said you had a way to help the refugees.
I do. There are too many hills in these parts, good places for raiders and bandits to gather. I've marked good spots on the map. You set up watchtowers there, I'll talk to the Master and get your people weapons.
Take that.
I've marked good spots on the map. You set up watchtowers there, I'll talk to the Master and get your people weapons.
All right. Where are we here? I don't know. What do you think, folks? Should we... Let's see. We could... Do we want to do that? Do we want to go do that? I feel like these are rifts, right? That's a watchtower. All right, let's. That goodbye may just be stuck there until I can get rid of. Until I can open up another dialogue with someone. All right. All right, let's try to get one of these watchtowers set up, and then yeah. Can I get over this fence? Can I get over that fence there? Yep. Hey, give me some of that elf fruit. Hey, I somehow completed a quest. We got another camp.
Nothing to report, sir.
Let's equip some potions. I need a logging stand. All right, I think we're gonna call it here. I feel like we have made some progress. We have gained some members. We keep exploding things with ice. All of this feels good. We'll take a rest. We'll save it. We'll call it a day. But we'll be doing some more stuff coming up. You know, some more Like a Dragon. This was really just a goof today. What is this in the saddle keep telling me it's complete? Oh my god, this game. Are you telling me that it's 6 years old and it's still buggy as shit? Anyway. Yes, that's exactly what we're saying. Alright. We'll see what happens. I mean, we completed in the saddle, as you see. If you wait, you'll probably see that we completed that again. There you go. I hope we're getting credit every single goddamn time. All right. So yeah, we may play some more of this later. I will probably continue to play this later. But anyway, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting about DB Cooper and whatnot. Robert, keep me posted on your television buying and console buying. Joseph, as always, a pleasure. Say hey to the missus. And yeah, so what have we got coming up? New Pick 6. The new season starts Friday. All the Lifetime stuff starts on Friday, which is going to be really fun. And yeah, there's that coming. Duncan and I are recording next weekend. We've got some commentaries coming up. If you haven't checked out the Patreon, there's a commentary with me and Richard talking about a movie called Eyeball that I think is worth the price of admission for the Patreon alone. But hey, don't take my word for it. Take your word for it, or people you know. Anyway, that's enough of that silliness. Thanks everybody. Have a great Sunday night, and we'll catch up with you soon. So talk to you later.